Tiffany Steiner, API board.
Tiffany Steiner. All right. Thank you very much for joining us with the API Dickinson Gumbo. And then I want to ask you about the Bakken BBQ as well. Just kind of some updates on that. I know you're also a part of that. In fact, during your description, I wrote you're heavily involved in oil and gas events on the leadership side of things. And that's what we're talking about today is the API Dickinson Gumbo. That's coming up. What is it? Probably mid-February, huh?
It is. It's Saturday, February 16th.
And how many years has this been going on?
This is the 22nd annual, so it's pretty exciting. For the first time ever, we are moving to a new location. We are moving to the Ramada, Grand Dakota in Dickinson, North Dakota.
And that's where the Christmas party's been the last few years, correct?
Correct. It's the same as our monthly meetings that we hold too.
Okay, now can I ask what's the reason for the venue change? Is it kind of a bigger location, or is the hotel going through some remodeling, or what's kind of happening? Because you guys were at the other location for a long time.
For 21 years we were. So this is the first year we've ever moved. I think it's just going to be a really good thing for us to move. We'll have more space. We are able to add 3 more companies to cook too.
Oh.
I mean, we've always had a wait list for companies, and so we're excited now we can add a handful more. And that's a big deal. We can bring in more people, new companies that have never had a chance to get into Gumbo. They now can apply. I think we already have the 3 spots filled. I mean, it's pretty exciting. It didn't take long.
That's pretty rare, isn't it, to have a kind of a, not rare, but unusual, to have kind of a cutoff for companies to sponsor. Normally, people take as much sponsors as they can.
Well, we take as many sponsors as we can, but cookers.
Cookers,
we
yeah.
only have room for, I think, 20 cookers. And in the past at Motel 6, we could only have 17. So we were able to add 3 more this year. But yeah, we take unlimited sponsors. We did a good job last year getting quite a few, and we're hoping we can, at least do that or double this year.
So you do, in addition to being a sponsor and a cooker, that you do just take sponsors?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
And how can people do that? As long as we're on topic, we might as well give you a plug.
Yeah, if anyone wants to sponsor, they can reach out to our Facebook page. We have an API Dickinson at gmail.com. Come to one of our meetings. They can reach out to me personally. Christy Baumgartner. It's pretty easy to get a hold of us. Facebook might be the easiest for someone, just so they can message us quickly. But they definitely can give us a call as well.
I read a text, I read a meme the other day that said that ways to get in touch with me. I think number 1 was text, number 2 was email, and then it went ... and then it had some ridiculous things, and number 100 was call me. So that's is that kind of the new age of business now? Calling people is the last resort?
I think it is. I think a lot of people, they don't have time to make a phone call, but they have time to message. I am more than happy to take a phone call as well. So they can definitely give me a call on my cell.
Tiffany Steiner we're talking to. It's the 22nd annual API Gumbo Cookoff coming Saturday, February 16th at the Ramada Grand Dakota Lodge, Dickinson, North Dakota. New location, so that adds more cookers. And you said that you guys have got, you believe, the max allowed of cookers this year, even though you added some?
Yep, so we can have 20 cookers now. We currently have, I think, 15 confirmed. So it's pretty exciting they're excited as well for the move. We've had a lot of great response, and we've had companies that have been doing this since the first annual.
Mm-hmm. So. And all proceeds still go to the local scholarships, is it?
Yep, we do local charities and college scholarships that we do through API.
Okay, and is it for the local communities, or is it for outside, Stanford University too, or?
It is just for local students,
okay.
But it does not matter where they're going to college.
Oh, okay, okay. So
yeah, we don't limit to where they can go. We just want it to be local students that live in our area. We want to be able to sponsor those college students going to wherever they want.
And charities too?
Yep,
okay.
We do a lot of local charities. We support, I think there's like a a learning trail that Dickinson just put in. We were a big part of that, and it's exciting to see that we can make donations as well and help out our community.
So let's talk about the night a little bit. The teams are competing, and is it a trophy? Is it prize money? And for the people that go, are they the judges? Do you guys have a side panel of judges? And, I know there's usually raffles, 50-50 type raffles in the past too, or there have been at events out there. So talk to me a little bit about the event itself and the competition and everything.
What's really cool about this event, it is truly an all-day event. So a lot of people get there at 7 o'clock in the morning. They start decorating their area. They get really into it. They have themes, and I know one year was patriotic theme. One year, it's not just Gumbo, Mardi Gras. So they'll get there at 7 a.m. They'll decorate. Cooking will begin at 11 a.m. You got to make the roux and all that. It takes some time. It's not open to the public till 6:30. But that's when the public taste testing starts. And unfortunately, we never quite know how long it lasts. But this year, we're adding 3 companies. So hopefully that'll help with everything. But we do have a panel of 7 judges that no one knows about. They sit in the back room and they judge the companies. They don't even know what company they're judging. It's just a number 2. So they judge number 2, and we go off of that. So it's pretty exciting because companies really get into it, and they get to take home the trophy and the bragging rights. I think there are always bragging rights in any of these events.
I love cooking bravado. It's so fun because you actually got to put your money where your mouth is. Actually,
yep.
You got to actually produce something, and that's the one thing. The year that I judged it. And the year that I went, the thing that I was most surprised about was how different gumbos can taste. I always thought gumbo was a pretty cut and dry dish, and so it's not the case.
No, it's pretty unique to taste all the different ones and what people come up with. It's funny, the ones that normally win are probably not that authentic to, say, the Southern gumbo, right? Maybe that's just because the taste buds, I don't know, but it's very cool. I know someone had alligator once. I don't know the year you judged, if there was anything crazy like that.
I was trying to think of that too. Of course, shrimp was very popular in most of them, if not all of them. And then you had, a few of them had the pork and the chicken. And I'm trying to think if there was a beef in one of them that was kind of different, like chuck steak, or I can't remember. There was something that stood out because, you get a few of them that kind of taste similar, but then it just goes off the rail. It's just, is this a soup or a gumbo or what? But it's delicious. And so
exactly. At the end of the day, that's all that matters, right? If it's
right.
Good or not.
Yeah. And so, okay, we've got that happening. That's Saturday, February 16th, API 22nd Annual Gumbo Cookoff, the Ramada Grand Dakota Lodge. And, I want to ask you about the entertainment. I know you guys usually, the cooking is entertainment and the people are entertainment, but generally a band plays as well, don't they?
Yes, we have Thunder Road that is performing at 8:30. They're great. They were so fun last year. We had people dancing until they stopped performing. So it's such a fun time. Like you said, the cookers are entertainment, the crowd's entertainment. It is such a fun atmosphere. It is moving the whole time. Everyone's moving from place to place, and they're trying appetizers and they're trying gumbo. And we also, like you said, we do have prizes for anyone that comes. You do have to be present to win those prizes, but you don't have to pay anything. You get a raffle ticket when you come in, and you get a chance to win the prize. And we also do a 50-50 raffle. So it's a lot of fun. Like I said, it all goes back to the local community, and that's what we do. We want to give back to where we are. So that's the biggest thing for API.
And tickets are $10, right? Admission $10. Okay.
Yep.
And you can go to their API Dickinson at gmail.com. You want to email them. Otherwise, they've got a Facebook page as well. And monthly meetings, weekly meetings, API?
We do have monthly meetings, so they're the fourth Tuesday of
Mm-hmm.
every month. So next Tuesday, the 22nd, we're pretty excited. We have Roger, I'm not quite sure how, Schultz. He is the vice president of Through Tubing Solutions.
Oh,
so it'll be really cool to have him come down and talk to us.
interesting company.
Very interesting company.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to hear what he has to say. I know they've been excited about coming to our meeting. So definitely, like I said, our Facebook has all the information that you need. And fourth Tuesday of every month, you can show up to the Ramada. You don't need to RSVP. But if you want to get on the list, you can definitely reach out and we can make that happen.
7th Annual Bakken BBQ. Tiffany Steiner's on the line with us here, and we're talking now, transitioning, 7th Annual Bakken BBQ. June 14th, it looks like you guys have set a date, and at least there's some wheels in motion. Let's get an update.
Well, we picked June 14th, because it's a Good Friday, but it is Flag Day. So we chose Flag Day because our theme this year is Patriotic Party. So we want everyone just to celebrate the United States and the flags, and I think everyone can relate to this theme. I think everyone has a fun time. It's just an all-American barbecue this year.
I think it's going to get out of control, and I think I honestly think it's going to be in line with Clark Griswold and Christmas Vacation, and it's going to be awesome.
I think it's going to be really cool, and we've had such a great response to this. So we're just really excited. We're really excited that we released it this early. I mean, we already have 9 cookers signed up, and it's in June. So
I'm very curious, in all honesty, to see the creativity that goes into the food with the red, white, and blue theme.
I agree. I love our companies get so creative with the theme and their outfits, their decorations, the food itself. I mean, we had a company, I think 2 years ago, they made mini cheesecakes, and they told me they spent so many hours making them. And it's just such a neat thing to see the time that is put into this. A lot of people don't realize how much it takes to do an event this size.
Have you guys planned on music too?
We are doing Sawdust.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they were there last year.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, great band. They get people up.
They are a great
and,
band.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, last year rained on them a little bit,
Yeah.
so they had to stop. So we were excited to have them back this year and hopefully be able to hear them play. We are switching things up a little bit. They're going to start playing earlier and probably be done by 10. It kind of contradicts with our poster, but we just thought it'd be nicer for people to be able to hear them.
We're still in the planning phase on a few things, so we're still massaging and working some details out. That's why we're, this is an update, not a finality. And so we're talking about the 7th Annual Bakken BBQ. They just put the poster out, so that's one of the reasons why we're getting an update, is because they've got a date set, June 14th. It's Flag Day. It's a patriotic party. It's going to be a neat time. They've got a few people signed up already, so talk to me about how people can get in touch with you if they want to know more information or even just sign up, because, hey, they just got reminded, and we did it last year. We got to do it again, so let's get people signed up.
They can definitely reach out to me. My cell phone, 701-260-8928, or they can reach out Facebook. I'm on LinkedIn. I share everything everywhere. We're always looking for sponsors. We're looking for companies to barbecue. If you want to volunteer for the day, it is such a fun day. And like you said, with the theme this year, I think it's going to get crazy. We always make it very kid friendly. We have the jumping castles and face paint, and I think we're going to add on this year so it's even bigger. I think the most I'm excited about is our grand prize for our raffle this year. We are giving away a 2019 Razor 900 or your choice of a Ranger XP 900. So you can choose if you win. If you want the Ranger or Razor.
That's an amazing gift or amazing prize.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited because they're only $10 a ticket. I mean, for a chance to win a 2019 Razor or Ranger. Oh,
people are going to be dropping $100 to get 10 tickets like crazy.
I know, and we can honestly done it without our huge sponsors that have purchased the Razor: ND Energy Services, JRA Rentals, Tech Industry, and Wyoming Casing. They have been such a huge support for us this year, and we just could not thank them enough for sponsoring this prize.
So the raffle that for the Razor or the Ranger, are you guys gonna have additional prizes too? Because I think don't you have other prizes too, like Yeti coolers and stuff like that in the past?
Yeah, so we have 9 other amazing prizes. We have a total of $20,000 into this raffle book.
Okay.
So it's incredible that you can spend $10 and you can win 10 prizes that total over $20,000.
That's amazing. Now, did you guys have a silent auction last year?
We did. We are switching to a live auction this year.
Okay.
I think it'll be a little more fun for people to be involved. One thing I do want to go back to the raffle, you don't have to be present to win.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah.
If you cannot make it, that's fine. You can still buy a book. $100 for one book. Pretty easy.
And then you don't have to be present to win, so that's nice. So,
Exactly.
Yeah. Boy, you guys have to get some Boy Scouts bouncing around town selling tickets.
Exactly. Well, we have the tickets already, so we're not going to have them out and about just yet. But if people do want books, we can definitely send them to their office, or if they want to pick them up in Dickinson, that is fine. We are more than willing to hand them out right now.
And we're talking about the 7th annual Bakken BBQ coming up in June. They've Flag Day, June 14th. They were kind of got the next step going, so they just released the poster. And we were also earlier talking about the API Gumbo Cookoff happening Saturday, February 16th. Tiffany Steiner's on the line with us here. Back to the Bakken BBQ. The silent auction, what were we talking about, right?
Yeah.
Last year, there was, you guys had a lot of prizes and that sort of stuff, but that just seemed like that was a lot to manage.
It was a big venue. It's so hard to have silent auction outside.
It totally is. I mean, it was a hot day and then it rained. It was like 100 degrees and raining in within 6 hours of each other with wind.
And that's the hardest part. You just don't know in North Dakota what it's going to be like. We decided to not stress our committee out. So we decided we're going to do 10 really good prizes for live auction. So if companies want to donate a live auction prize, they just want to donate money. We're looking for cookers as well. So let us know.
Cookers, auction items, sponsors. Okay. And your email address again?
Our email is bakkenbbq@hotmail.com.
BakkenBBQ@hotmail.com. All right. Anything we left out? We got the API Gumbo Cook-Off, February 16th. Kind of an update on the Bakken BBQ. Any other events that we're missing?
The thing I want to add right now, the Bakken BBQ and API Gumbo, if you go on Facebook, we are giving away tickets to the event. So you just have to tag yourself in the post, and you can share it for extra chances to win. But we definitely want people to get into this fun little giveaway time. So it is both for Bakken BBQ and API.
Okay, and they tag you guys, and then it kind of goes into
They can take whoever they want to bring.
Okay.
At the Bakken BBQ, it's whoever loves barbecue. Take someone. I think you know a lot of people that love barbecue.
All right, sounds good. Well, thank you very much for your time today, and if there's anything else, let me know.
Thank you much, Jason.